welcome back, Brett. I forgot you weren't here last time.
Because my
I'm so sorry. Well, we had a week without you, and then we had a week without everyone. So it's been a hot minute.
All my friends to like, I play hooky. Everyone's gonna play hooky. I understand.
Well, you have a good idea. Somebody's got to copy it.
Yeah.
So, Boston.
Yo.
You've had a crazy ass day.
Cool.
First thing you woke up in the morning, Nash is bugging you to do some early morning worship. Reading the good book, some exercise, and then you head downstairs to get some breakfast. And at breakfast, you are interrupted with a moody, upset Ramita who's bawling their eyes out at you, telling you to go to the hospital, get properly fixed, get some anesthesia, get some meds, kill the pain because you're in pain. And you have to console this upset woman. And then after breakfast, you guys head to the college, where you get some information from Arwen. You get the private classified notes sealed away into the vault, where Ramita then gets her finger vaporized. You break for a midday spar with Baldric, and then in the afternoon, you get to meet with the intern that you had requested. Got some good information there. Got somebody working on some leads for you. And then, of course, Nash also has a really good lead that you have to go to for later. And you decide to kick it at a circus, where everything just falls apart. The performers start drowning in front of you. You guys go and track down. Well, first go to a rescue, and then you go to track down the killers, only to find out they were animal snatchers. And you track them down. Got a couple of them in custody, only to find this doctor that was helping you do CPR on a few of those drownies. Is now standing, holding on to Nash, trying not to fall, blind, eyes are white, and Fen got themselves stung nearly to death by putting their hands in some exotic animals that they wanted to play with. And so now you're standing outside this warehouse with this crew, this motley crew of the Bodega Street team, and this new individual, Dr. Justine, who has helped you. And it is dark. It is nighttime. Probably want to hit the hay, but you still have to deal with this situation. How you feeling, and what is everyone up to?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just make sure that my input's correctly because I don't want you echoing off. I don't want echoing off me. New PC, whoop-de-doo. 1 second.
That's nice. I noticed it and I was like, I gotta let him know.
Okay, that should be all right.
You're good.
Okay. What's going on with the doc? Nash.
Oh, what's going on with the doc?
Yeah,
Oh, I feel like, is this some? I actually have no idea if this is something we've seen before. I am so used to this game that I have forgotten if I've seen.
No, this
you
is
do this with
extremely
SZA
new to you.
or some version. Well, seeing through others' eyes is a different thing and maybe something we've seen before. But I did get some warning. Gotcha.
Or if you ever explained how that works.
Right. God.
Yeah, I don't think you did it in front of them.
Or if you did, it was like Ramita and Baldric, probably.
Something like that.
I mean, Nash does. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because apparently I'm not trustworthy. I don't.
But it was
We
Mhm.
just wanted to spy on you.
Yeah.
Make
but-
sure.
Oh yeah. So it turns out the doctor can invade somebody's mind if they're willing, and use their senses. So the guy that we made contact with, that trying to get him a good start. We can put in a good word.
Can all doctors do this?
I mean, I've never met a doctor that could, but I am not.
Did a
the
doctor
expert
ever
on
ask you if they
doctors
could?
here. No. Most
Hmm.
doctors I dealt with were, more focused on stopping the bleeding.
Sure. Okay. Also, by the way, Fen, good job on diffusing the situation. No bloodshed. That's good considering where we are. Last thing we need is make our situation more complicated. Good on you.
I missed something. What happened?
The both of you, you as well, Nash. I was not very helpful in that circumstance. I just was trying to make sure no one, escaped.
No.
But,
You missed my question. The hell happened to Fen?
I touched the
And
thing.
touch the spiky thing, the blue thing right
It
there.
looks so cute.
But why did you make another woman swoon? Like, what's going on here?
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
Well, why is the doc laying on Nash right now?
No.
Surveillance, apparently. I mean,
You're
are you
full
doing good? Do you
zoned
need?
out right now?
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So
Hey, look,
I'm-
a giraffe.
I'm over here taking care of Fen.
I'm sorry.
Making
Fen
sure
is-
Fen's not on the ground.
leaning
gonna
up
die.
against Ramita.
Fen is leaning up against Ramita and the box that have the animals in it.
What's the stats on Fen right now, like HP wise?
Not good.
Um,
One.
I heard that they
Wouldn't
were
you like to
restored,
know?
but I don't know how much HP. I know they went to zero last session.
It's in
but-
my thingy. Let me pull it up.
I did 1d6 plus 5, and I think I got
Mhm.
full rolls.
I think-
So you got 11 HP.
Yeah.
Let me see, because I put it in my thingy. Where is it? Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I have 20, actually, for some reason. Is that right? I don't think that's right.
I think we cast Cure Wounds and Healing Light.
Did someone did you use boss last time? Did you do some healing hands?
Oh,
Um,
Austin did.
There might have been a second.
Either way, Ben's about at half health.
Okay.
I
But near death experience.
Nash is gonna look at Boston and
I also headbutted a man, so
I kneecapped someone.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, let's be honest. He's gonna say this quietly,
Sure.
not to let Fen hear here, but let's be honest. We could probably heal him up further, but this feels like a learning experience, you know?
Yeah. First time pointing a gun at somebody. First time using, aggressive tactics. Yeah, it's a whole.
Right? Like it's your
whole
first
thing,
time
yeah.
getting knocked about in the ring, right? You think you know what you're going, and then you get your clock cleaned, you know?
I remember my first broken rib. Changed my life.
But is there a clock that needs cleaning?
You just missed it. They
You
Ro-
are the
Roach,
clock. It's fine. I'm sorry.
So, do we gotta get closer for this whole
we lost all audio.
We
on
are.
it.
You're
Cut,
gone, buddy.
yeah.
Audio's
Yep,
gone.
No audio. Should we puppet what he's saying?
This is
Remember what I said
an
you did?
aggressive
Brett, move your mouth
lollipop
and
for me.
we'll make it up for you.
Tony, do you remember what I told you to add in the
Oh, yeah.
introduction and you didn't do it?
There you go.
The PC changed my input for me.
Nice.
Now you're so much louder.
Yeah.
It's
You can go
anger.
in your Discord settings and manually tell Discord to only accept that one device. And then even if the PC changes it, it won't do anything.
You and I will discuss this tomorrow or later today about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do we need to get any closer to do the surveillance thing, or like anything like that? Or we should like get in the car, or like do we need to follow
They
these
didn't-
people?
They
I
haven't
mean,
left yet. Also, I'm
There
assuming it's much like when I used Cesar, and basically she is currently blind and deaf because she
Yeah,
is
that's
in their head. I
that's
can do
why
the same
I've
thing
gotta
with Cesar.
guide her.
I once knew someone like that played a lot of pinball.
I don't know what you're referencing, but very
It
nice.
does sound like they would have a magical feel to them.
He was a bit of a wizard.
Yeah.
anyway.
Y'all are way
Wow.
over my head with this stuff.
I'm disappointed at the number of people who don't know Elton John. Emerald got it right away.
Pinball
Dude.
wizard.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck?
Let's walk down the yellow brick road and let's just move along, alright? Okay?
I have custody of these. I can't move them, really.
Emerald, that's why you're our favorite.
And, well, we have the information for that circus, right? Let's get in contact with them and call animal control. You're not animal control, you're people control.
Yeah,
But they
We're
could
just helping
come
them
home
out.
with me. Not
No, they
probably
couldn't.
the
That would be
blue one.
theft. Then you'd be
Also,
It's
then you'd
not
be a dirty
permanent.
cop.
It's not
You're also-
permanent. It's
you're not living at home.
You're not. And also, do you really trust the twins to have something that's that toxic and not poke at it regularly? Or see
I'm
if they
not
can extract
talking about
toxin
the
from it?
blue one. The blue one's not going in my house. The other two, however.
Oh, so the one that we saved from the terrorists, you want to, take it?
No,
It
we're not
would.
going to keep it forever, but I might keep this other one. I don't know what it is.
If I recall, everything in that tank is poisonous, actually.
No.
Is what?
Oh, just the one that they.
Just that one. They were touching all of the animals, just the one that was very poisonous.
I've been playing with all of the animals. There's a Quetzalotl, and there's something that looks slightly like a Quetzalotl, but not really. It's so cute. I don't know what
That
it
one's a-
is.
That one's a counterfeit Catsalotl.
Mm.
Does it
I
do
found
anything
the throttle.
useful though?
They're cute.
What exactly
So
is the
no.
function of a rubber duck?
To test for sharks.
Cat's a little.
Those to test for leeches.
You see the Quetzalcoatl kind of dipping up and going swimming back down and then coming back up and crawling, jumping up onto the edge of the crate and just kind of looking around and investigating, but also semi-performing.
We probably should get him back to his owners.
I'm
But
a-
also,
I'm a-
like, what's this other one?
I'm gonna- It's not difficult to find local animal control, right, Dungeon Master?
Oh, they've been called. They're on their
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
The police made sure that they were.
Yeah.
I'll also call the circus manager to get their Quetzalotl back.
Yeah.
Let her know.
Good done here.
They
It's
are
been
they
nice
are
for a
also on their
while.
way. For the animal control is a little late hours for them. But the circus performer quickly arrives after this conversation.
You don't happen to know what the other one is, do you?
As they approach, thank goodness. Thank you so much. This is such a great thing you guys have done. I am. If there's anything you need, within my means, I would be more than happy to repay you for this. For that other one, I do not know what that is.
Damn it.
These are many strange animals, but the
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatl will come with me. Thank you so much.
Maybe find a way to lock down better.
Yes, absolutely. We are going to find a more secure way of performing. Unfortunately, that will cause us to cancel a few shows, but we'll figure something out.
The people who almost drowned probably need a break anyway.
Also, the people, like, no one wants to watch someone drown. So, definitely make sure that won't happen again.
Absolutely. She takes the tube that has the Quetzalcoatl in it, puts the lid back on it, and starts to carry it away. And the Quetzalcoatl swims around and looks at you over the shoulder, and then they get into the vehicle and drive off.
Why haven't
No,
you turned
Ben.
your bird into something like that?
Because we haven't been near water. I could. I might, honestly.
Can they not live outside of water?
Quetzalcoatls are semi-aquatic, therefore they still need to be in water.
I got understood
So-
about 4 of those words in that sentence.
Like a turtle.
Sort of.
Like a frog.
Ish. More like the turtle than the frog, because the turtles actually require the water. Frogs, there are many species that don't require being in water and just require high humidity.
Serious question, does that make us, like, part aquatic, though? Because we require water?
You don't require to be in the water.
Baths.
The hygiene
You
thing,
don't
I
need
think.
those to survive.
That.
Why do you guys keep on trying to get me to get in one?
Because you smell.
And I'm apparently the blunt one.
I had a near-death experience because of a cute animal. I am not okay.
Actually, I have a question, Fen. Is it true that, like, people of upper class bathe in milk? I heard that's a thing. Is that a thing that you guys actually do?
Sounds rotten.
No.
Yeah. I've heard stories
I've
about, like, rich people bathing in milk.
I've never. I don't think any of my family's ever.
Not an ask.
I mean, they have oxygenated water. Like,
That is
I
true.
feel like
That
that's
is
more valuable than milk.
true. Are there cows in Aurora?
At this
Probably.
point, the vehicles that have that transport animals have come up. There's several of them. Not quite sure what kind of animals you have, only knowing that they are aquatic. Each one with different various levels of tank. They come one by one, sort the animals, and put them in various tanks of degrees of water, temperature, etc., for transport.
I'm gonna ask them what this fucking other animal is. I'm going to find it out, Gears.
You do see one person with a palm pilot, not pilot, a palm chip,
Yeah.
with a directory, and they're sorting through the list, and they are standing there patiently looking for what it is, and they pull it up, and it shows an image that is not quite as good as it could be, and so of course they are taking images of this vehicle, this creature, and announce that it is a very rare evolved or a theoretically evolved creature from the Quetzalcoatl of a fuck, did I not write it down?
The creature. Fucking emerald.
No, one second.
God damn it.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't you.
Not you.
No.
I love you, buddy. That is great.
I know that you mentioned sea bunnies last time, but I don't know if
They're
that's
so
the one.
No, there were sea
Sea bunnies
bunnies
are
and
actually
there were
real.
yeah, and a ocean lamb or sea floor lamb.
But this one's like a catsalotl, except it looks kind of like a lion.
Yes, it is a. Na. Where did I write that down?
I want him.
Here it
in
is.
my
Here it is.
home.
Here it is.
I'll name him Gregory.
Did I really not write it down?
Gregory.
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 Well, wait.
Superstar.
No. Alright, just give me a second. So they tell you the name.
I know what it is now. I can research it and figure out whether or not I can have one in my house.
No, you can't.
God damn it!
They're extremely rare. It is considered, they're not quite sure if it's endangered or not. Because it's so rare. But
yeah,
it is
but
a
my
type
mom
of
is a
evolution.
biological engineer and could potentially be useful in conservation efforts, and I am literally grasping at straws here, please.
Is she a
Let me
human
please take care
biological
of it.
engineer or an animal biological engineer? Because there's
That-
a big difference.
There is a huge difference.
She does not have anything to do with animals. She does
know.
plants.
Side note:
She does
Nash-
plant.
No,
Nash
she
will
doesn't
have
do
to
plants.
turn away and make a fuss of like making sure Justine is okay to hide the massive eye roll going on right now.
Fair, very fair. Very, very fair.
Cute animal. I want it. Anyway.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Anyway,
my
so
brain.
animals are taken away from us. We should
Yes.
probably figure out what's going on inside of the car that Justine is currently watching.
I mean, I think Justine will come out of it when Justine comes out of it.
Well,
right?
no,
Like,
I'm prompting the DM to do the thing.
Yes, right.
oh. okay.
I'm sorry. I'm still
Talking
on
to
the name
God.
now. You've got me on the name. I can't believe I didn't write it down because I
You're good.
put Castlevania down. Really, it's driving me nuts now.
It's okay. By
Okay,
the end of the
anyways.
episode, you'll think of it, and then it'll be one of those.
I will just
eureka
blurt
moments.
it out during the end credits. Yes, exactly. Of course. Sorry. Prompt. So as the caravan is taking away the criminals, Grizzle, the large humanoid who might be part orc, might just be full human, is riding in the back with Silva, or Sylvan, who was unconscious when placed in the van.
Sylvan, I thought we just talked to. We didn't
I
murk Sylvan at all.
no, I knocked him the fuck out with my head.
Oh, did you?
Sylvan
never
was
mind then.
knocked out after telling, or sort of telling, Fen how to access the animals because they were not accessible by any normal means.
And then he
having
was a
realized that they
dickhead.
were special. Yep. Because he saw leverage and wanted to exploit it, and Fen did not like that, so they headbutt them, and that knocked him out.
You're bad
Are they still unconscious or are they waking up?
He's
They're
unconscious in
waking up,
a thing.
but they're traveling along, and so like Justine's vision is bumpy and moving around with the vehicle as Grizzle is sitting in the back, and the five individuals that were captured are sort of talking, bickering at each other, arguing. If you hadn't done
I think I
this, if you hadn't done
threatened
that, sorting out
multiple of
blame.
these people.
And one of the women speaks up and says, well, what about your sister? Is she going to and you hear Justine will hear through Grizzle's ears that Sylvan says that his sister Sylvus will not be caught, is only found if she wants to be found. If anyone was a master of hide and seek when they were kids, it was her. She once disappeared for a full month when they were like 7 or 8. Had the whole neighborhood looking for them, and decided to come back because they got bored.
You may want to mute yourself, Blood.
Unless you're gonna share, then you can make all the noise you want to.
And
Yeah.
discuss if there is a way to contact her, and he kind of buttons up after that. Does not want to share any information, especially with the ladies that kind of he didn't like. And the dude that got both his knees capped by Ramita is really angry and is just spewing out threats and aggravations, and Grizzle's just sitting in the back kind of quiet. So if there is any information that's to be spewed out, it hasn't come out yet. You're
Let me
muted.
look. I
Oh,
know.
no, you're not.
No, I'm on push to talk.
Okay.
Let me look at the time for this because I don't know if there is. It says until your next turn, but I don't know how you will move
I
out
was
of
gonna ask,
combat.
how is, like, does it say, is there a time like 8 hours or something like that? I think that's what
Well,
we
if
kind
it's
of...
until your next turn, it's 6
Yeah.
seconds.
So it's 6 seconds technically if I'm using it in combat, but no one really uses this in combat. Like, it would be a waste of an action in my opinion.
But isn't it concentration?
No, so it's a Eldritch Invocation.
Okay.
If we want to
Yeah.
flavor it the same way as the Find Familiar spell kind of is, that's for up to an hour and within a certain radius. I think it's like 100 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say 100 feet as well.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I was saying, do we want to get in the car to get us moving? But we didn't know that, and I was not trying to be metagaming, but just knowing how Fenn's kind of things worked.
Yeah.
This doesn't specify a distance limitation. As long as the creature is on the same plane of existence as you can use your action on subsequent turns to maintain this connection, extend the duration until the end of your next turn.
So
that's
every
what
6 seconds, you're just like, yes, no, keep it, keep it, keep it,
Yeah.
keep it, keep it. Okay.
Okay. So with that, I would say, yeah, the, information that you do get, that's probably the only thing you're going to get out of this car ride, and it will dissipate when they start getting checked in, processed at the office, because security. They're going to, one of the ladies, or the organizer says, I really should never have met you. You know, should never have taken up that, that want ad, for discreet aid in and then tells, you know, of the ad and location, and then it then it dims out.
Are
Which-
we able to... Go ahead.
At this point, you're not aware of what it is or where it is, but when we do a little research, you'll be enlightened of where they met to kind of give a lead.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I was gonna say that once that peters out and like they get into processing, I know they're not gonna talk in front of the cops and the processors. So I eventually come back from that, and I will just kind of take a deep breath and look to Nash and say, "Thank you, darling. I appreciate this. Sorry for."
I mean, you're welcome. Next time, if you take too long, we'll start stacking stuff on your nose to see how far we can get.
I appreciate that. That will be interesting to see how far you can get.
Just a fair warning, you know.
Yeah. But I did get a little bit of information, not a whole lot, but some. So hopefully at least something to go on to continue this.
Yes, because we
Are
do
you
still have the other one that got away.
Yes, apparently her name is Sylvus. She is the sister of Silva, the man that you had noted. And allegedly she is very sneaky and crafty when it comes to not being found. To quote that, she will be found when she wants to be found. Which I think is a challenge, personally. But otherwise, it looks like the organizer took an ad for discreet aid at a location I wasn't at, because they were processing by that time.
Discreet aid.
And if I recall correctly, this group was called the Spirits, referring to her journal tablet.
It is a little bit interesting, the free spirits having to pay people, but
Well, you know.
Freedom isn't always free.
why does that sound like it should be accompanied with a beer?
Reaches out, grabs a flask.
I thought we had stopped casual drinking because of Ramita.
She stopped casually drinking. I'm fine.
I
Also, saying it like that makes it seem like it's Ramita's fault and
No.
not.
Poor
Ramita's sake.
Poor Ramita. Poor Ramita. You're right. I should have worded that differently.
Yeah, nobody's allowed to drink because of Ramita.
I mean, I
Nice to
didn't
know how you think about me,
really-
Fen.
It's not Ramita. I'm sorry.
Don't bully Fen. They just said they are going through the stages of grief. They can't have new pets. Or some.
Well, I mean, if
I
anyone
mean, to
stopped
be
murdering
fair,
people-
I could definitely.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
This is
I
all
would like
new
to check in
information.
on Fen and see how they're doing. Oh, Discord totally skipped. I don't know what just
they
happened.
did. Yeah, you
Everyone
lagged
talked at
out for a
once. I'm
hot
so
second.
sorry.
You're
We
good.
did.
Cool. I was just gonna say, like, after coming out of her state, she would just kind of, like, out of Fen and see how they're doing.
I'm very sad, but it's fine. Are we okay with waiting here for 10 minutes?
You should wait.
Why 10 minutes?
That's very specific.
I'm gonna start fiddling around in my bag and getting incense and shit out.
Didn't we do this
God,
at your
you're gonna
place?
try to track the pet, aren't you?
No! No, I'm changing
But we do
In
this-
Cesar.
the case that it's in?
No, I'm changing Cesar.
Couldn't you
If
do this
you-
at
right
your
now?
home later? I
Fine.
don't want to be rude. I don't want to, but like, Doc, do you plan on sticking around, or like, do you have to go back to the circus duties? Like, you gotta call at the hospital? Like,
I don't work for the circus. As that may be, I don't think that they require my services, as I'm fairly specialized. But I do believe my next shift is in the next couple of hours. But that's fine. I don't need to sleep for it, so it works.
Right. That sounds like a mistake. What is your shift in again?
I work in the cybernetic prosthetics department of the hospital.
You know, I asked that like I thought that one of those departments would be better without sleep, and really there's not a good one to not sleep on.
I mean, maybe if they get really tired, they just zap themselves with some of the electrical components.
Wait. So you're saying that like mechanical body parts,
Correct, yes.
like, and she's gonna go over and rip open Boston's shirt if she
Excuse
can.
me?
Excuse me?
So you see Ramita leave and run aside, goes over to Boston, who is either drinking from a flask or smoking, or both, and just completely rips the bottom part of his shirt open or untucks it, whichever. And
I
then,
hope it's the other one because he's wearing a suit jacket, so you literally just...
and you see
I'm not magic. Mike, what are you doing?
you see these ribs with the abs, and then
Magic
this
Mike, the guy that owns
large
that pawn shop.
this large silver gray, also brass piece sticking out of his rib and left. Is it left?
Left. It's right here.
Left. Yeah, the left. I'll do this for the camera because I'm sure I'm mirrored. Left rib and abs, where his lungs and a kidney should be.
So, like, could you fix that? What?
Right.
He will bat her hand away and say, "What the fuck? I did not give you permission to."
Right, yes.
That's why I just opened it. Okay.
Yes. Do you need to mend that? Do you need me to mend your shirt I would need to take a proper look at it in my lab in order for
No,
me
thank
to
you.
give a proper assessment. I thought you wanted to talk about the missing finger you have, darling.
That's just gone.
Yeah, that happened today. This happened years ago. Number one. Number two, don't ever do that again.
This doesn't hurt. That hurt.
Ramita, the adrenaline from that moment has worn off, and your knuckle is sore.
It's probably like yes, it got cauterized, 100%.
You got the feeling of a missing. You got the phantom limb, and you got the new feeling of nothing there. So it is sensitive.
I'm gonna play it off like it doesn't hurt still.
She's like, I'm not.
So,
I don't
just so
care.
you know.
Well, I can.
Insight check.
Do it, Tony. Roll.
This is a good
Ramita?
moment to realize that I don't have D&D Beyond pulled up.
Lovely.
My players are so prepared.
We're the best.
Ramita, either persuasion or deception. Your choice.
Oh, I
Because
rolled.
this is
I will check.
this is stalwart to stalwart. This is we'll both play off shit like this. This is game recognized game is what's going on here right now.
Look at my features.
I think he knows.
Nobody needs to know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, no,
Blood knows the result over here.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for darkness to roll.
She already did. She rolled before you.
Oh,
I did, but I'm trying
Oh.
to see if I have advantage because I have the feat for actor.
Actor doesn't give you advantage on deception, unfortunately.
No, it just.
No, actor is performance.
Only when you are impersonating a person do you get advantage. on
Using
rolls.
their voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so I got a 13.
because that's a 17 to the insight.
Tell Tony what Nash is reading from Ramita.
It do the ow.
Darkest.
Granny's just sitting there, like slight wince when it touched Boston's shirt, and just like, yeah, this doesn't hurt, just like waving it around, but like you could tell I'm kind of babying it.
You know, as someone who takes care of people, sometimes we gotta, and Nash is going to bum rush her. Just straight up, like, try to grab Ramina.
As a friendly reminder for our first-time viewers, people have no idea what's going on. Nash is 6'5" and like 275 pounds, right?
Big dude.
Ramina is 2'6" and weighs maybe 70 pounds wet.
And they're both barbarians, so this is gonna be a blast.
All I can think of is when Charlie Brown.
Are we getting into a combat?
I'm thinking of Charlie Brown trying to punt the football. That's the size comparison right now, okay?
I don't know if it maybe it is a combat. I
Kind
don't
of a
know
scuffle,
if it's
less
fully
so.
a
Danger
combat. What?
Danger sense.
Danger sense.
Dangerous.
She's danger sensing your
It's
fucking.
not a trap you get to avoid, but
No. It's more of an athletics to
Versus
see if
acrobatics.
you get bum rushed or if you get out of the way.
this is
Well-
basically a straight roll off. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
19 for athletics.
Okay.
It could be athletics versus
so-
acrobatics.
So it would be Tony would roll for athletics, and then Darkness would roll acrobatics to dodge it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, well that's a 10 then.
Sorry, a dex versus strength. Yeah.
Oh.
What's your Tony? Oh shit.
It was on an 18, and then it decided that was a 2. Anyway, so that's an 8 total.
Oh no.
You're also
Ramina,
right next to
Granny's
this. I hope
dead.
they don't bum rush me, because I'm right next to them.
Roll in athletics, Boston.
And
See if you get out
acrobatics?
of the way.
Oh boy.
Yeah, acrobatics.
So
Sorry.
good.
We're
at
very
those.
professional here, Justine. So very professional.
Wait,
3. So imagine Ramita is just waving their nub in front of Nash, as in like this doesn't hurt at all, and Nash decides to bum rush Ramita, who quickly jumps out of the way with their lightning reflexes and their small stature, and instead he bumps into Boston. Right where, right in the center, because that is Ramita's height.
Fine. No, but look.
2 steps back.
It'll be fine. You'll be all right. You got healing hands or something. I don't know. But anyway,
Guys.
Ramita.
Thank you for your assistance, Justine.
We
Pleasure, truly.
Do you want to ride to work?
I would like to have you all visit my lab for
Fuck.
point.
Oh, that's. Unfortunately, the ones that you want to look at in your lab are the most stubborn people I've ever met. In a positive way, most of the time. Also in a negative way, a good deal of the time too.
You literally just touched a
I said
poisonous thing that you
stubborn.
knew was poisonous.
I said stubborn, not stupid.
You knew it was poisonous. That's just
I
stubborn.
didn't know it was that poisonous. Little poison isn't going to be absolutely life-ending unless, of course, it's more poison than you thought it was. Also, venom. Since I did not eat it, it was venomous.
So how would you define stubborn? Would it be maybe over pursuing doing something you want to do despite all evidence of it being a bad idea and that not something you should do, like it being in a locked chest and it being those vibrant colors that poisonous things always seem
Venomous.
to be?
Venomous.
Is it
I think
Venom-
I find
venomous
that
if
all
it like
of you.
stabs you?
I think I find
'Cause
that
that would
all
be-
of you are stubborn except for him, and I will point to Baldric. Like, I think
Oh, that's
But
not
I also-
true.
That's not true.
heard.
You're in danger if you think he's the most normal.
I never
We've
said that.
survived
I never said
out
that
of
he was
pure
the most normal.
stubbornness.
And spite. Mostly spite.
And
A
a
lot
little
of
bit of
spite.
spite, but I kind of rope that into stubbornness. I feel like those are the same things, but one is a lot hotter. You know what I mean? Like, there's a vibe difference.
So stubborn, stupid, and spiteful.
The 3 S's, if you would.
Sure.
There's more to it than that. I think. For the record,
There's also pure dumb luck, and also the complete opposite of wandering into things we most definitely should not be in.
Yeah, speaking of which, like, Nash, weren't we meeting someone?
There was a dead drop at some point in the day that I don't know what any time is, so
You hadn't
I have
gotten
no
the message
idea.
yet.
okay. Because it was supposed to be like 6 to 8 to 12 hours from now, and then there was all
You
of this.
actually got the message while you were in your confrontation, while everything was going off. So
Makes sense. You need to go. Excuse me, and just look at your messages real quick.
Exactly, yes. And with everything going on, getting like excited that this guy that you thought you were gonna have to battle is now all of a sudden turning on his own bus and everything, you just did not feel like you got the message, whether it was on vibration or tone or whichever. But you look down and you realize that the message says, drop has been made, you have 3 hours. And it gives you a location.
When was that? Just within the last, like, little bit?
During the confrontation inside the warehouse, so maybe 30 minutes ago.
We have to go pick that up, don't we?
Well, I don't know how close this thing is. I mean, we could.
I'm gonna look. How far away does it seem?
It is at the school. It is in specifically the lunch area, the main like cafeteria area where it's not outside street, the way where you were, because where you were was like outside shops. This is more of like in
Like
the center.
proper cafeteria.
Yes, proper cafeteria in the center. Those areas that you were in were more accessible to people who have classes in those areas, but the very, very center of everything is kind of like lunchroom, auditorium, cafeteria kind of thing. It can be made into what is necessary. You do need access to get there. And because you went to school there and because you are aware, you know for a fact that the receptacles where all of the recycle and the trash are emptied every 3 hours.
We really gotta hurry.
We should
Which is-
probably do that really quickly.
All right. Okay. Do we have?
What
is
do
there
we- and I'm
water
gonna, like, kinda,
somewhere
like-
nearby?
Pull. What do we do with the doctor?
Baldric, real quick.
Yes.
We'll be on. Baldric, can you clean the blood off of us before we walk into the place where people are already super judgy?
Oh, that's something he would have already been working on.
Yeah,
Okay.
prestidigitation
Who's covered in
already.
blood?
Ramita,
Granny.
Ramita
Oh.
for sure.
definitely covered in
Drag.
blood.
She took
A
out people's
dude.
leaves caps
Yeah.
It was one guy.
rather aggressively.
2 kneecaps.
He tried to run.
He tried to run.
Right, and I'm the troublemaker. Right.
Oh no, there's so much wrong with this entire party. No,
Also, we
are
need-
the worst.
We do need to talk about hurting people who have already sort of given up. That's not cool.
He hadn't given up. He was still trying to get away.
Here's another thing. Maybe don't try to help people who don't want help, even if you think it's for their best interest. Also, I think boundaries is something we might need to work on as well.
Can
He's
I
gonna
like roll?
glare at
I'm
Boston.
assuming that they're doing like a little group huddle, trying to whisper. Can I potentially roll a perception check to see if I can like still hear them?
Don't think they've actually pulled away, so I think they're just having this whole conversation
I
right
know
in front
that
of you.
Fen tried to do
Fen
something.
definitely was like, no, like when we started talking about the drugs, I definitely pulled them away the fuck from the fucking doctor. Yes.
Nash, for the record, has avoided saying anything about the drugs. Just the dead drop, and we have a few hours.
Then
There's
I'm gonna
been no
need
specifics about what we're getting.
I'm gonna need the other 3 of you to say whether or not you were being discreet.
No, I don't care. Because I'm not saying anything that's not, illegal or not true.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're definitely hearing Ramita and Boston's side.
Granny's
And,
just glaring at him and be like, well, some
Baldric
of
has
us need
probably
help.
been busy cleaning them up this entire time. So
Yeah, I wasn't really saying anything, so I don't have to worry about being quiet.
Arms
good
just
point.
up, letting Baldric like.
If you want to roll to see if you heard what Fen and Nash were saying, yes, go for it.
Do
Fen and Nash, if you want to roll for discretion, I don't know what that
Stealth?
would
Discretion. Yeah, I guess that's a stealth check.
be. Roll. Yeah.
I was gonna say like stealth or
So
sleight of hand, probably.
Dexterity
say
for voice?
Yeah.
I would say
Um,
stealth.
Could it be performance?
I
I
don't,
don't
I don't think that's
know.
good for our barbarian either way.
No, he's had a very depressed face there.
I'll take the stealth.
So, okay.
It's
I
gonna be stealth.
technically I could make an argument for survival, but I'll take the step.
Goodness, you're traumatized.
Yeah.
19.
13.
11.
Okay, so you hear everyone except Fen.
Well, Fen was the only one saying anything about drug specifics, so
Yeah, and
Na-
Fen
Nash
wasn't saying
avoided-
so much drugs and more of what are we doing with the doctor?
Right.
Do-
I mean, we're going to
I
a
mean-
cool school.
Do you think they might have resources that like could help us like
Yes, but do
look?
we?
I don't know what I'm
They can-
looking at.
Definitely help Boston right now.
They could also help. Look, if you don't want the spotlight, stop trying to shine it on other people who don't want it either.
No. Was that aimed at me?
I'm
No.
gonna die soon
That's
anyway.
aimed at the lady who keeps trying to divert attention from herself because she needs help.
I don't need help. I'm gonna
Your
die
finger is
soon.
missing. That's not. Ah.
That's not normal.
I maybe have like 3 years.
yeah. And I thought
Maybe
I
not.
died.
You've got plenty more than that.
Let me take care of you guys, god damn it.
No. Why should we?
Because I care about you.
Okay, but we care about you apparently. Because if you were anyone else, I would have.
If you
Back
were
where I
anyone
came
else-
from,
Go ahead.
if someone cared about you, you took their advice and you listened to them. If you didn't want to listen to them, you left or you got rid of them one way or another. So, if you don't want, if you aren't going to, take our advice, don't give your own.
If I let them take a look at myself, will you let them take a look at you?
No. You want to know why? I don't. Until I
You
find the person who did this, and also this is a little different than this. For the record.
Yes, but yours is chronic pain.
Are you telling me that
Imagine
you're
how much better.
A finger will be is quite chronic. It's hard. Oh.
Boston, what if there's a chance that we could find out who did this based on the examination?
Thank
Would
you.
you trade that?
I mean, if
That
he's already
information.
got some prosthesis in place, there wouldn't really be much to examine. It would just be
And-
the work of the previous doctors.
We could also get, like, if they swap the parts
Doctors.
out, we could get them and still hold on to them. It's easier to find parts when they're not inside your body.
DM
Ooh,
question.
that.
Is there a way are prosthetics in and like I assume in Auroran prosthetics have like some sort of VIN number. So
They're
Yes.
registered probably.
yeah, they're registered because
Yes.
like colloquially
are-
in our time that is a thing. So would that
Manufacturers,
other
identification.
countries as well?
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Similar to like, yeah, there is also even a black market to where like similar to firearms, you can have some where the signature is filed off.
Mhm.
So yeah, all of that above.
I may be able to help us there. I do have access to some tech that will be able to identify these, which may assist. They are not super invasive. I can find one serial number. I should be able. They should be similar to the rest of them.
See? We can get help.
I don't. I don't need help at the moment, though.
And I absolutely respect that, and I will not push further. But you, and she will point at Ramita, that is a fresh wound, and do you happen to have the finger still?
It got vaporized.
Yeah, that's long gone.
Okay, well, I can really assist with that because that will not get back to the time, unfortunately. And
It's, like,
considering your line of work, you do need all 10 of your digits.
Ooh, can I get one that starts a fire?
We can see about that.
Is this revenge for me
Are
accidentally
you just trying to
disenchanting the
take
other
my
one?
gimmick now?
Yeah.
But it sounds like I have some more important to do, so if you want, I can tag along, or I can go on my way back to the hospital.
We'll stop
I'm
by
gonna look
later.
at Nash really quickly.
I mean,
Do we... Should we?
fuck it. In for.
I'm gonna in your head. By the way, that's in your head.
Gotcha. Okay. Nash then will.
I forgot to mention
it's-
that part.
The,
All in your head.
they seem to not be terrified of us
Imagination.
right now.
Which is a
and
big
they
step.
could be a super useful resource. Here's the thing. Do we trust them not to rat us out if we ask for quiet?
Not yet.
I think that we can trust them.
Doctor, if we gave you a substance, would you be able to test it for us? Figure out what it's made of?
I could certainly try, and if I can't, then I do have connections that I am close with.
We trust you
Secondary
to keep
question.
quiet about it.
Mm,
Sorry.
More important secondary question is yours, though. Like,
Can you keep it quiet?
I can. I am fairly independent in what I do. So I do have the capabilities.
more importantly, if we ask you to, will you?
It's part of an active Lumen investigation, and unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that we are currently looking into is not being displayed to the public quite yet.
Also, we've come across a couple of situations where people we thought we could trust weren't
So
Not-
trustworthy.
people, the groups. There were people in the groups that weren't helpful.
Well, considering that this is a Lumen investigation, I must respect those rules of keeping it quiet. As that is, an incredible privilege to be a part of, and two, it's legally required. So,
It does get old after about your third one.
Yeah.
that's fair. But this is so if you are allowing me to join, I will let my team know that I will be needing to take the day off.
Probably
The
plan
way
on
things
it.
go, you may want to take longer than that.
To be fair, we only met like a month before we got quarantined together. Not even a month, like a week. A week before we got quarantined together.
Yeah, in that week, we've had a cult. It started with a bombing, and then there was the cult.
These are
and
things
then-
we interacted with, not that we participated in. For clarification's
That's a
sake.
good clarification. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
It's true.
Yeah.
And then somehow there was a pandemic, and then, right, there was a rogue
Rapidly
security
aging
robot.
children. Yes.
We may have flirted with death. I don't know. We were in the deathy area.
You definitely
and
flirted with
then-
death. I
We
was there.
definitely flirted with that. Oh, absolutely.
Ramita really flirted with death.
Flirt with death? Death?
Death.
My
Death.
wife
To be-
is dead.
To
If
be fair,
anything,
to
I'd
be fair.
asking
The goddess of death.
Wait,
I wasn't
met the
flirting
goddess?
with her.
No, yeah.
If anything, I was insulting her.
Mm,
Isn't
My
that
wife's
like
prettier.
severely taboo? Isn't it?
My wife is prettier, and I think that they should be using her image in the image of death.
If
because
your
how many
wife
people have
wasn't
actually-
already dead, I would suggest that it's a bad idea to compare her beauty to that of a goddess.
As they are talking about Ramita's late wife, Justine is like going through her time and looking at articles, and she'll be like, "You mentioned a pandemic and the quarantine shutdown. That was in Etheros, wasn't it?
yes.
Was that the one?
Yeah. That one.
Fascinating. Interesting.
We've been a lot of places recently.
Seen more of the world than I have in a while.
How did you make it past the checkpoints considering a pandemic? We could have had
Lumen.
check-ins. That is fair, but I mean, that goes for you, not necessarily everyone else.
They're all attached.
Illumination.
Funimation, you should be watching.
Funimation doesn't exist anymore.
I find that
I-
offensive.
Hey, well, then, I mean, I've already agreed. Let me let my constituents know, and
Cool, we'll be going to the
Maybe-
college.
okay.
You realize, Justine, at this point, with all the information that they just blurted at you, there's no going back.
Yeah, no, you're not
Even if
getting
you
out
were
of
to
this.
like walk backwards and be like, "I change my mind," you can't. You know too much already.
Fair enough. Yes, I will. I may eventually. I've come to realize I may need you to write me my resignation letter.
A doctor's note.
Yes. it does.
Not so much resignation letter is a bit harsh. Maybe sabbatical.
It's a resignation
I would
letter.
much rather take sabbatical.
Sabbatical,
But a
see?
sabbatical typically is given to us. So we'll
I mean,
figure it
can't
out.
you
For now,
retire?
it will be.
We
day.
can talk about it. Yes.
I will let them know I will be out for 2 days. For now. And you'll see her typing on her pad and like writing a note and sending things off.
Yeah.
She's furious.
And off to the Rickmobile to the college.
Also, if you're joining us, don't psych us. We don't need evaluations right now.
Oh, I don't specialize in that. That's much too pragmatic.
I'm just gonna stare at Ramita for that one. Just
Yeah, so Boston is as well. Like,
Nash
This
is
also
gonna
is-
laugh.
is
This
that
isn't
just gonna be
personal
your specialty, Ramita? Are you the
Oh,
only
but-
one that gets to profile our brain?
I'm profiling your brain since when?
Since you started trying to grandmother us.
I can say, I can
Love you
From
dearly,
orphans?
but honestly,
I'm not trying to change your ways. I'm just trying to make it so you're not in pain and will live long, fruitful lives because you guys deserve it because you are wonderful.
no, we're not.
we're all
Past
classic
aside,
piles of fuck
glaring
up.
at
I
him.
feel
Not
like
a-
we're pretty alright.
Your past does not define who you are now. And I'm just gonna walk towards the Rickmobile, like turn around, stomping away.
Angry grandma.
I do have to agree with her on that one, and my personal mistake. And I will follow her as she will follow Ramita as she continues typing on her pad.
I feel like she made up a reason to be upset.
I don't think she likes being told no.
Well,
There's also that.
yeah, but then the past thing.
Well,
She's literally working with ex-cons. Like,
yeah.
You didn't hear that. You walked away with Ramita.
I mean,
I love how
That's
Brian just
true.
freezes.
two of us look like criminals. One of us looks like a slave, and then we have a boomer and a rich kid.
Yeah. We
Well,
Boston and I are.
explain.
I feel like for sure. Well, not the iron muscle, but
I look like a thug, not intentionally.
Granny's got her
Doesn't
scars.
matter.
She was in the rink.
People treated me like a criminal because I can't see Patty.
Oh boy.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da, woo!
Ah.
Okay.
So everyone is now going to be heading into the vehicle and
Yeah.
assuming dropping the doctor off somewhere or going straight to the college.
Straight
I
to the
believe
college
straight to the
because
college.
she's just sending messages to her work. Very much Ben is letting them know that, or letting her know that if you need put my contact on it, I will smooth things over.
You,
As much as I
yeah,
can.
you can put a what would be like a seal on their emails.
Boop.
Kind of like a stamp.
Yeah, you can ship it.
Yes, basically a scan, and then there's an approval option, kind of like an attachment.
Mm-hmm.
And once she's
I'm
finished
taking
it,
your employee. Bye.
we've confiscated your your OR doctor, so see ya.
Yoink. Bye.
And at that point we're going to go for break, and we will come back and see what ensues after that.
How's it
After
already
these
the time?
messages.
After the chaos.
Oh my god, it really
Alright.
is.
We'll be right back.
Let go. Where is there is? We out.
it was. I don't know.
There's typically
don't
a
know.
welcome back from the person that's hosting the server, the chat, so we're all able to know who's if we're
Hi,
back
welcome
online.
back. We
I-
are
Yes.
online. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Hi everyone. This very very scuffed show of breaking character where we never seem to get into character. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys are just now joining us, the previous half was very good, very intense. You should see it when we post it back up. But for now, we're deciding, or at least the crew's deciding, or has decided, that they are going to head on over to the college to pick up the drop-off that Nash received. While Justine is contacting their work to let them know that they are on a sabbatical, and they're working directly with an Auroran Loomis, and they will be on official business, and like jury duty, they will be unavailable. And the crew is all gathered inside Rick's vehicle, and after a good 30 minutes of traffic and finding a spot, they are at the campus and heading towards the very center. On what I assume they probably took a hover disc. Yes.
Probably.
Probably to get to the center, to the cafeteria as soon as possible. As they are on a time crunch, they spent 30 minutes wrapping everything up from their search, and then another 30 minutes getting there. So, of their time limit of 3 hours, they have roughly 2 hours left to find this drop and retrieve it before the machines in the cafeteria dispose of it with the rest of the rummage and garbage.
How dare.
Are we
Baldric,
all
you and
going,
Fen
or
run
are some of
up.
us staying with the vehicle?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm so
What?
sorry. I pressed the wrong button. That's on me, homies. So sorry. I know I just
Scared
scared
us.
the absolute crap out of Tony and Blood. Like,
I was like, why is she gone suddenly?
She's
Yup.
I was
gone.
angry. I needed to just, you know?
At least it's not me this time.
Anyway, you were asking something?
Yes. Are all of us going, or all of us staying like at the vehicle? Like, what be the strat?
Well, I'm
I
going to
thought all of
stay
us were
right here at the
sprinting.
wheel and be ready to roll the fucking.
We might need you. If we're gonna be like digging around in trash cans, Boston and I can't do that. We will get kicked out.
Yeah.
I will do the
dressed
digging.
I don't think I could reach it.
Any sort of maintenance personnel either. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, but you are technically the. If anyone would be qualified, it would be you because you are the property of the Lumen trying to.
On property now.
On paper. No, that's not.
On paper,
On
like,
paper.
you-
Sorry, I completely forgot. On paper.
Rick is like
Accent is so weird.
doing his equivalent of what a smirk would be. He's fucking with you.
Um,
It's deadpan, same thing, because he's only got one
One
expression.
face.
Yeah,
On that, I'm gonna stealth and just like slip out of the car and start heading towards trash cans.
Okay. Well, you were already in the cafe, at the entrance of this cafe, there is a very large auditorium-sized main room. There are 4 buffet-style sections on 2 sides of this main room, where students can get standardized lunches. You get in line, grab a tray, and go through grabbing what you want and need. And then in the center, there is a conveyor belt that goes through, and people can get in what they want through a little
Little
I
thing.
don't know, A little thing. A little
Little
thing.
thing.
Where, like the restaurants where
Little
the
guy.
plate- yeah, the little plate goes through, and you can just
Yeah.
grab what you want as it goes through. There are many areas where there are receptacles that people can dispose of.
Very specifically, it
Thanks.
said recycling, correct or no?
No,
God damn it.
you just know that there are machines that empty out things every 3 hours.
Why didn't they tell us which one?
Because of the drug drop, and they don't want to see if we're, Knox.
So this is for sure for drugs. She's whispering this.
I mean, Boston is staying at the car. So it depends if the dog's staying at the car or not.
I would assume that I would. I mean, I at least have been to this establishment. I studied here, so it would probably be helpful if, like, I could, tour around again. I pretty much have free license here as a former student. It's only been a couple of years since I've attended.
I mean, nobody's stopping you if you want to come. Come on.
Well, I don't want to be alone in the car because that would be a little awkward. So, yes, I.
You wouldn't be alone. You'd be with Boston.
Boston's here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
It's okay. You can say you don't want to be alone with them.
Oh, well.
Actually, I just might. I might stay back. Just to. I need to rest up. I want to regain some of my energy.
Fair. We will be back with illicit substances.
Wait, okay, we're just talking around. If
Oh.
we're bringing the doctor in, why don't we just tell the doctor what we're doing?
I can give him a rundown when you guys go and get the thing.
All right.
Okay.
Actually, before you leave, may I use the ability that I used before? May I have your permission in case something goes awry and I need to look in?
Certainly.
And I will touch Ben's hand and go, okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Well, let's just get it to make sure you're
Really
all set.
quickly, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
pop Cesar in on top of the car. Let him know if something goes wrong out here.
Okay, I'll do 3 knocks.
Okay. So Boston and Justine are in the vehicle or around the vehicle while the crow sits upon the sunroof and just kind of gets comfy. And the 4 of you have made it into the cafeteria. And it is, of course, elaborately decorated. It is not just a stark white, it is soft hues of peach and coral and pinks, creams. There are decorations that are coming down from the ceiling, kind of looking like parts of a coral reef, some kind of jellyfish, just large draping curtains, and there's a consistent glow throughout the entire room. And you guys are searching for this substance. Go ahead and roll investigation for those who are looking.
I do want to say, if Granny can't look in and reach in this trash bins, she will be tilting them. If that is possible.
Flat 13.
But Nash is gonna be helping, I guess, Fen.
Do we want to give me advantage then? Or
He's gonna be, I think, trying to be like motivational, maybe. He's trying to not get his hands dirty, but he is trying to be helpful. And,
So guidance? Do you have guidance?
No.
Oh, okay.
What kind of cleric
like,
has
are
no
you-
guidance?
are you-
I
Specifically, like giving me ideas of where it might be hidden and shit like that, or
yeah, I think it's more just advice and be like, they may have said the way they worded it did sound like they sort of wrapped it in something, like that kind of a thing, right? Obviously, once again, not being any sort of descriptive enough that somebody outside would hear this. Not using any actual proper nouns.
Okay.
And probably using the phrase when they lost it, as if we're looking for something that is lost.
someone lost.
And,
Yeah.
Okay. So helping it to be discreet.
yeah, sure.
Are you mechanically doing anything for the character?
He is. This place is already super judgy to him, and
No, gameplay mechanically. Are you applying a spell, or are you?
Would this be the help action?
You know what? Actually, I think I do have. Yeah. Let's go ahead and emboldening bond all three of you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I forgot that I had that ability.
That's a
Well,
D4.
But I did say the help action. That was my original goal, and I did
Okay.
start with the mechanics.
Okay.
So that
okay.
was my intent. But I think it is probably easier to use emboldening bond.
Okay.
Which gives everyone a D4.
Cool.
Granny is now at a
Oh, no.
14 for investigation.
Nice.
You said all three of you, but more than three of us are rolling. So who three?
No.
Nope.
It's
Should only
just
be three of you rolling.
Aldrich, Rick,
Just on that
Amanda,
side.
and yeah.
Nice, a 4. So that's a 19. Because I was at 15 before. Thank you, buddy.
17. I got a 4 on that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Noise.
Good dice.
Ramita with a 13.
Well, no. So she would have gotten. Did you roll your D4?
Yep, that was with my D4.
Oh well, shit.
One.
It happens.
It's fine. You are able to search a few containers before you tip one over, and then spend the rest of the time cleaning it up.
Jeepies.
Baldric, you think you may have found a few things that are similar to what you're looking for. And Finrana, you are able to find, and with Nash's, I would have put, if I'm stashing something, I would put here XYZ. You're able to go to one of the containers and notice that there is a little bit of a flap hanging down from below the what would be the actual compactor part, stuck between the flat surface and the wall of it, and with a little tug it comes loose, and it is a vial, a little pipette, filled with a blue fluid that you recognize.
That I recognize?
Yes.
Is it the acid shit?
Yes. Well, it looks like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the demagifying stuff.
It's definitely a blue fluid that looks similar, but it's not quite got the same consistency.
Oh no! Lovely. I'm going to like slip that up one of my sleeves and like, and we're gone.
And when you regroup with everyone, you notice that Baldric has brought to you some drugs, but not what you were looking for.
Got them.
They're white pills.
Oh,
They're what pills?
white.
Oh, white pills. They said
White
they're
in-
quiet pills. I'm like, what's a quiet pill?
Are they
indiscriminate.
blue pentagonal pills?
are one red, one blue?
Someone's gonna be pissed.
You also see there is a syringe. Baldricus also has a syringe one that is clear liquid, but is mostly empty.
Baldric, I
just-
think that was just trash.
Just find someone's.
Uh-huh.
It's just insulin.
Oh,
Hopefully.
you just looted someone's stash.
Is the bottle labeled at all?
You, ruffian! Give me your drugs!
You're just gonna
I'm diabetic,
you saw
give me
someone
the drugs.
injecting it in your leg and just like grabbed it.
Emerald, please clip that for us.
You ruffians, give me your drugs. I'm diabetic.
No, thank you.
Drugs.
It's awkward. What are you doing here? Who invited you?
Drugs.
Done.
The clip master is at it again.
Yes, thank you.
Master of Evil.
So you're all able to manage to come back and regroup.
Uh-huh. I don't think these are what we need, Baldric, but thank you very much for removing them from the campus. But we're going to throw those in a fire.
I don't think that's how they're used.
It's most definitely not, but...
Wouldn't that
Also,
spread
you
it?
should not
IRL, I know
burn
we should not burn.
unknown drugs.
Yeah, well,
If they're antibiotics, that could be problematic.
that is fair.
Why is that?
Improperly disposing of antibiotics can create superbugs.
I can't tell if Rev's bullshitting or not right now.
No, that's
No,
actually a real
that's
thing.
actually
That's real.
Okay. I just wanted to make, because like I figured you knew that, like that was an actual fact, but there have been times where y'all say something and I'm like, I don't want to be fooled.
I don't trust these bastards.
So do you guys return to the vehicle, I assume?
Yeah, with blue drug in hand and other drug, disposed of somehow.
So you dispose of it before you get to the vehicle?
I don't think so. No, actually, do we
We're
take
going
these with
to
us?
the hospital, so we have proper disposals. We have biohazard disposals.
But I do think we should probably figure out what it is before
You also-
we know how to dispose of it.
That's
Remember that Boston is on your comm, so you can maybe message directly.
yeah,
Yes.
Boston.
Do not. No.
No, why?
You think you're gonna? Don't say that.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Someone's gonna be pissed though. Like someone probably
This
paid
is
money
a
for that.
nerdy fucking place, all right? Do you think somebody hasn't figured out a way to hack some shit like this? I don't trust it.
It's also in the nerdy places that you find the most drugs, more than
Also true.
yeah.
Okay, so
Tony,
you
either
reconvene-
Tony's disappointed in us or Nash is disappointed in us. I don't know which.
The correct answer is yes.
Okay, no, look, oh.
So you guys reconvene at the Rickmobile,
Uh-huh.
and with all of the things in tow. Do you mention it to Justine or Boston?
100%.
As soon as the door is closed, we found so much more drugs than we intended.
More drugs than you intended?
I think this is the one we were looking for.
Weird, I didn't know they'd be, like,
I hold up the vial. This is the one we were looking for? Question mark. And then
That-
Baldric found.
Just hold up a bag.
Looking at it, am I familiar with it?
Say, looking at it, would I be familiar with?
Both of you are familiar with the syringe.
Sure.
Only Justine's familiar with the white pills.
Okay.
Boston, you know this as something that you probably don't ever want to touch again.
Oh, great. Great.
It is, Justine, it is the, in fact, it is part of your practice with the prosthetics that you adhere to other individuals. It is a numbing agent, it is a healing agent, and it is usually used in surgeries to help an individual's body be accustomed to their new cybernetic parts. It is it's a part drug, part nanobot sediment or
Sedative.
sedative.
Sedimentary rock.
Yes,
It's an
apparently.
right? It's like an anti-rejection medication someone would take for like a
Yes.
kidney
Yeah.
transplant.
Exactly. Except this is more permanent, but it's also it can also wear off after a while. And supposedly it gets, the medicine part dissolves and the robots stay and help maintain the parts through wear and tear and use. But it is also known to be an addictive substance that gets abused if it is adhered incorrectly or given too much.
Administered, you mean?
Given, adhered, administered.
Adhered
yeah,
is
sure.
not the.
Fuck off!
I love you.
I hate you all.
I do.
No, that was me. That was 100% me.
Racist.
And apparently,
was
shit
all
rolls
blood.
downhill. Aw.
Mind my business.
Administered. Everyone here knows someone smarter that has allowed them to be smart, and I'm over here fumbling.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying
you
to
know
help
what
you
you
with
did.
words. I'm sorry.
Words are my enemy.
I help you
Mine
with
too.
them. We battle them together.
Anyways, so Baldric, if anybody wants to do an insight check or actually Fen, you have a passive of 19, don't you?
Yes.
You are able to see Boston's reaction as soon as Baldric holds up the bag. What kind of reaction do you give Boston?
This just great. Yeah, perfect. Like this is the last thing I needed to see.
I'm
No
gonna keep-
cold sweats or anything like that, but probably his knuckles do go a bit white as he's clutching. Like I guess. he just
Especially with
pulls
everything
them
else that has been going on recently.
Yeah.
And
Would he
probably
like
looks
wince a
away.
little? Like, would he have winced a little? Like,
Yeah.
almost like, but not as obvious.
Yeah.
For me to, if you want to roll a insight check.
Would Ramita know to make an insight check on him right now, though?
Well,
Like, that seems
Where's
kind of
your passive?
metagamey.
Granny's passive is only a 10.
yeah, you wouldn't
Oh,
know.
no.
Trying to
Yeah,
hide it.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything.
I mean, Boston
Yeah.
wouldn't try to hide it, but also, I mean, he makes a lot of weird faces from what you guys typically see anyway.
Yeah,
Side
I'm
note.
gonna keep that quiet.
Side note, I'm not gonna make an insight check. I think it's either something Nash would know about or not, based on their time together.
I
Their
mean,
time
he,
together.
he was arrested for possessing drugs.
Yeah,
yeah,
he was.
he did know that. So,
He was. Yeah.
so I think he's not gonna be like, not gonna do an insight check,
Mhm.
but he will always just,
Yeah.
he
Also-
cares, so he'll keep an
Yeah.
eye.
But yes, so I think this is the one we were looking for. Looks vaguely similar to the last.
Yeah,
Part of the
Baldric, make
boat.
sure you don't put your finger in that.
How long did
What happened to
it
Vi?
take for them to do this kind of search and such?
That's a good question.
I did pretty damn good on my roll, thank you. No.
Yeah. Oh, you met it. Beat it.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Look at me for like a
Don't
short
make me repeat it.
rest or something.
A short rest. Oh, you would have gotten that waiting for the animal control.
Oh, sick. Well, that means
So yeah,
everyone would
y'all-
have gotten that then.
y'all all got a short rest waiting for the animal control and the
Yippee!
everything taken care of.
Austin, you're not dying anymore.
Neither is Fen.
I took 2 points of damage. I don't think I'm dying all that much.
Well, we know how weak Boston is.
Uh-huh.
Sure. So, with this in mind, where do you guys head? Do you head off to the hospital, or do you...
I mean, we've got to get this one at the very least tested.
Yeah, that other one you also want to get rid of quickly.
I'm assuming at the hospital we can dispose of.
Yes, there is biohazard and proper drug disposal that we can easily manage to get.
Phenomenal.
In fact, I can hold on to that if it would make everyone else more comfortable. I'm very familiar with it.
There we go. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that stuff.
I don't know what either of it is.
I follow your
it's-
example with this.
So she'll, I guess, take that from Maldrick. Ooh, great question. I gotta think of things.
So you all gather into the vehicle and
Trade
Does-
head over to...
Just to let you know, and what Boston, he wouldn't have told them told the doctor everything, but just giving them a general update what their plan was, not giving them all the details, just enough so that way they're not confused by everything that's going on.
So,
Yeah.
at what level or what events did you include them in? Nash mentioned the bombing.
Yes.
And the cult.
I got a little bit of the bombing into the cult, what exactly the cult was up to, and that we did save a few people. Not a lot of stuff about the politics that we kind of shot ourselves in the foot in when we were in Loyalist. No, not Loyalist.
Gross.
Ithros. Thank you. I almost said Warfburg. That's not the right one.
Okay, so not the okay. got it.
not the nitty gritty. I didn't tell them that I technically have now a girlfriend, or I didn't tell them that we went and had a dream adventure in the Goddesses of Death thing. I didn't bring up that
Okay.
yeah, like not a lot, but just
Okay.
a quick, like if we threw it into an AI, just bullet points about what happened, kind of that sort of thing.
So, as if we haven't done that before.
I seems like a silly
so-
thing to claim that we did. Seems like
Basically, queuing in a lot of the public information. The bombing, the missing children would have been recorded in the police files. The quarantine, that sort of information. Okay.
yeah.
Surface
then
layer
why
stuff.
And then why you're here looking for more cult stuff.
We're here for the cult stuff.
Where are the white women at?
Thank you, Rev.
Where the cult is at.
All right, so
Like
y'all
cul-de-sac?
are
Balzac?
after the discussion and reconvening in the vehicle. I'm assuming Baldric is back in the driver's seat.
I don't think he lets
And
anyone
you-
else drive
A
his car.
bold assumption.
I'm the only
Boston
other person that's
driven
driven it, and he did not like that.
To be fair, he was not awake for
He was not.
it.
Oh,
Nash
yeah.
did drive it.
Yes.
Nash was the one.
Yeah, Nash did drive it once. Alrighty, so yeah, you arrive at the hospital. I have to look at my notes to remember if we actually named that hospital.
I don't think we did. Maybe. Oh, yes, we did. Oh, you said you were gonna name it. Because I mean,
yeah.
the hospital name is Gear's name.
Here's names. Well,
It's St. Sparks. St. Sparks Hospital.
I lied to you.
St. Sparks?
Gears, I lied to you, Gears. Those names are wrong. Let me amend those because I didn't realize that I had actually.
I mean, here's something fun. St. Celestine's Hospital.
Or you could do
Skeleton?
Gray's Memorial Anatomy Lab.
There it is.
You
Or-
can have this one.
Seattle
You can have
General
this
Hospital.
one. It's a good one. You can have this one.
Just
I-
Sacred Heart.
Saint Emerald. Fucking hell.
Saint Emeralds.
No,
love it.
that would be that is the name for the geology
The
club
morgue.
back at the academy.
I said the morgue is St. Emerald.
Okay, what did you say, Tony? Annette Gray's what?
Gray's Memorial Anatomy Lab.
So that 10 times fast.
I can say it 10 times fast with crackers in my mouth if you want.
I don't need you
Do it.
screaming all over. Mona will get jealous.
Alright, so
Mona
yeah,
will be happy.
Tony gets this one.
What a bitch.
We're gonna name it as Saint Gray's, because it's always got to be a saint. Saint Gray's Anatomy, Saint Gray's Memorial Anatomy Lab or Center.
Neat.
St. Gray's Memorial.
Anatomy Center.
That's too many words.
Most hospitals are named too long.
For the record, not all hospitals are named Saint, just
That is
usually ones
also
owned
true.
by religious institutions.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, well.
Well, you know.
Which,
Is a
interesting in Aurora. So we'll learn that one.
Maybe it was one of the founding clergymen that has died like 1,000 years ago, but because they're so all bureaucrats, they don't want to change anything.
Their first name was Saint. They had a lot of grief over it.
That's really sad.
They were not a cleric, in fact.
Does that
They
make
were
Tom?
never a cleric. Their
Emerald.
first name was-
I don't know, Tony. Which one do you think you are?
Tony McSteamy.
McDreamy or McSteamy?
Ooh.
McDreamy is from
Tony would be
Supernatural.
McSteamy. No,
Well,
McDreamy
no,
was in Grey's Anatomy.
Yep, there was
The
McDreamy,
Grey's
Anatomy
McSteamy,
era
and
was-
yeah.
Yeah.
There's also Dr. Sexy from the Supernatural episode.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dr.
that's
Sexy
not
was
That's what we were
Supernatural.
thinking
Yeah.
of.
Alright,
Dr.
anyways.
Dreamy was Dr. Shepard, and then McSteamy was his ex-wife's lover. I can't remember what his
A
name was.
brand new
Oh, Sloan. His
lover.
last name was Sloan.
So,
Okay.
merch idea. Nash's face on a shirt. Dr. Dreamy.
He's not a doctor though.
Hashtag
Yeah.
not a doctor.
Not yet.
So anyways, you guys arrive at Grace Memorial, and it is a huge, big, bustling building. Many layers. And it is kind of it almost is kind of like a beehive honeycomb shape. It is circular. And you can tell like each little hex area is a room of some sort. And certain levels either jut out and have balconies or have recessed in multiple layers, and there's like looks like there's construction to build a second one with a bridge that's going to link the two of them.
Fancy.
A walking bridge. So there is the skeletal structure of the second one going up with the beginnings of the honeycomb stuff, frames going around the edges.
This is a big building.
I don't think I've ever seen a hospital this big.
It's
There's a lot of
for a
things-
large area.
I mean, this is a student hospital as well, because, you know, I mean, we do a lot of our trainings.
How do the students get their own hospitals? Is
Well,
it
no.
for poorer care?
Probably both,
No.
considering they don't point to the drugs.
It's a student training hospital, teaching facility. So, you know, a lot of the ones that want to do medicine and don't necessarily want to do an internship out of the country, then they do it here.
Also,
I don't blame them. Out of the country's kind of dangerous right now.
Baldric knows enough about medicine to know to properly dispose of antibiotics, but doesn't know what a student hospital is.
That reminds me. You're bilingual? No, but I can read 3 languages.
Well, you know.
These the hospitals or this hospital is for not just the residents and the interns, but it also is for international studies from the other states. And
Oh, so there's foreigners here too.
yes, and the additional wings are to compensate for expansion in newer studies, adding more departments, and growing the number of hospital beds, especially with the pandemic that happened in recent months. They are looking to do more research into this new research and clinical study into this new drug or new virus.
I'm just gonna like eyeball it. Is my father building this place?
It does not look like your father's design.
Cool. Good. Great. Love it.
But he doesn't control the whole country. Good to know.
Yet.
Yay, do they want him on the council?
As
Gee,
popular
that's-
as your father is, he only still designs maybe a third of the buildings. Of course, that is more than most others. The other 2/3 are like divided between hundreds of designers. Your father has good. Anyways,
Daddy's important. I get it. I fuck him.
What?
Okay.
Nope, nope, wrong way.
No.
Repeat that.
Ah,
One
fuck him.
Clarify.
Ah, fuck him. I realized after that came out of my mouth, I said it entirely too quick.
We clip that as well.
Food in your
No,
mouth. so, like,
don't!
I'm not.
dear.
I am not making that into a TikTok.
No.
it's not going on my channel.
Daddy's important. Fuck him.
That's Patreon content.
That is Patreon content.
The important question is,
Die.
who's daddy? Darkness.
Anyways, you guys go in and
Just,
it
you know,
is
real
a
casually, just do goodbye forever.
the blood just deletes out of existence. There is a central now this does kind of show your father's design.
No.
There is a
I will
central
not be a part of this.
water water fountain slash aqua
Of course, it's fucking water
tank
fountain.
in the center of what is like 8 elevators in a circle. So it is it may not be your father's influence or your direct design, but it may be a copy. It might be something that he has like he made once, and then people have multiplied it by buying and selling, and so it is a popular design that somebody invested in and put it in the center of this circular hexagonal building.
A circular hexagon.
Emerald, you're wonderful.
Hexagons are bestigons.
Hexagons, bestagons.
Hmm.
And so you guys go to the center. You go into the elevators, following Justine as they take you to the 14th floor, and from there take the bridge from the center out towards this outer perimeter and lead you to a laboratory that is occupied but not busy. There are 2 other professors in there, and one of them is in a hazmat suit, prepared to enter into a special room that needs to be completely clean.
Right.
Should we be back here? I don't like.
Well, we do have special provisions for people who are needing extra research back here. But otherwise, there are not hazmat suits, but definitely containment suits that I would recommend you put on. You all have been through a bit of roughage. I know that Sir Roderick did clean you for the most part, but that does not mean that every germ has been eliminated. I also need to be cleansed as well, so I will also be wearing these because I have not changed. Here are those, and she'll go into like a cabinet or something and pull them out and just kind of judge by size and just go, okay, here's for you and you, and like give booties, like the shoe booties and stuff
Aldrich
like that.
has the most indignant face that he could have at the insinuation that he couldn't fully sterilize something.
Well, you know, the truth hurts.
So, like,
Prestidigitation.
his lights blink.
Just like
Not
start
his
blinking red.
vision sensor
flashing.
is just narrow.
Yes, there we go.
You good, Baldric? You got something in your lens?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
Everything's
Glaring at the
clean.
doctor.
Eyeing the doctor.
It's all good.
You got a
Roderick,
little
we know you
smudge
did-
on your shirt. He'll point at a Baldric shirt.
Caps it. Everything's clean.
To be fair, Justine doesn't know that.
No, I know.
She also has prestidigitation, but she
Cat
also
balls, right?
tested
It's
it.
okay,
and
buddy.
she knows.
It's also good.
Prestidigitation is only 99.9% accurate.
The
accurate
1%
if
sitting there
that's
ready.
true.
The real question is,
Percent is just like,
does this hospital have suits for small people?
yes, they do.
It does, actually. It has suits for even smaller people than you.
Awesome.
I think they call those babies.
Toddlers.
There's not funny.
We're children.
That's not funny, Rev. She says, trying to fucking hold her mouth still.
I'm not, like,
That's what we get from
being
munching on
mean to
mine.
people that are of short stature or,
No,
like,
I know.
or
Don't
small.
be short with him. Don't be short with him.
Ramina's 2'6". People
Look,
smaller
there's
than that
the
are
tallest
children.
person in this group right
Or
now.
dead.
Mind your
Or
business.
dead.
You're dead! You don't shrink when you die!
No,
No,
but
but
you
you
do if
age.
you only have
Tori.
like half of your fucking. Oh, you were going in a completely different direction than I
Yeah.
was.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, you're talking about getting cut in half?
Confusion.
Anyways,
Anyway,
so
y'all are
who,
gowned
who
up.
puts on a clean suit and who's staying outside?
Would you like to know?
Clean suit. All the way.
I'd
Granny's
like to not.
excited
I
with this one.
did not want to go into this building at all. Because also, metal detectors. I'm sure that he went off like a monster.
No, actually.
Oh.
You were escorted to a different type of a separate X-ray. So because you were Justine notified that you were a prosthetic carrier, so you were separated and you all went through no problem.
She also went through the same one that you did.
Even with all our weapons?
Boston. I would presume that you left your. Well, she would have told you to leave your weapons.
Who
as many
brings
as you
their
feel
weapon into
comfortable.
the hospital?
Yeah, she would have. She would have.
I'm gonna need y'all to roll for stealth.
I'm not being stealthy.
She would have told you to leave your
Oh, bullet.
weapons in the car. Like you are permitted. Like I can give you a scalpel if you need it, but there's no need. It's a hospital.
You know what? I will. Take
That's what they
that.
said about the church, but the church ended up being full of cultists.
You know, if I ended up.
I mean, so is your
working
school,
there
but we're not
and
getting
found
into
out This hospital was full of cultists, and I didn't
Okay,
know about
16
it
for the hammer.
20 years, then I cannot claim myself to be a provider.
16 total.
You both are
Where
able
do you
to
hide a hammer, Renita? Where do
It's
you
a cane.
I'm using it as a cane.
Mine's a
It's
Glock.
meant to look like a cane.
Yeah,
I have spells. I'm good with leaving my weapon behind. I don't like leaving my fucking sword behind, but I can leave it.
Rick makes no effort to hide it.
well, Rick is all metal.
Also true.
I mean, I could have
So-
just given my gun secretly to Rick, and he put it inside his refrigerator, and then
There's also the fact that with him belonging to Illumin, he might indeed be like considered security ?
Yeah. So you all pass. And
Oh, sure.
You have your weapons on you.
I was ready to make a fake badge again.
No!
Nash would not have brought his weapon.
Rick has
Right.
one trick.
Yeah.
It's fake
Or
cop.
Nash is.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say arson.
That
Yeah,
too.
just as fake cop.
Ah, right. Because
Um,
all cops commit arson. Everyone knows.
Yeah, I went with unlikely instead of impossible or improbable, so I was like 15 should be good. Nope, y'all went with 16. So all right, cool, you beat it, or you beat it. You're
Well, I
in the
thought-
hospital with weapons.
I
Wonderful.
mean, if we watch The Dark Knight, you can't trust the nurses. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger.
Not if they're dressed as clowns, of course.
Yeah.
all
And
right,
had, like,
so
stringy green hair.
you guys go into the clean room. Those of you who wanted to go in, and so I'm assuming Justine, Ramita, and who else? Fen. And that's it.
Nash would probably go in the clean room.
Okay, Nash.
Rick as well.
Rick. Okay, so
Everyone
Boston's
but
the only one
Boston.
that's
No,
outside.
I will not be there by myself. I'll go out.
Boston's like, well, fine, if everyone else is wearing the yellow suit.
Everyone else gets dressed in their suit, and Boston is like. To be fair, these are actually more clear than they are yellow or opaque.
Mm.
And they're kind of like
Bubble boy.
Anyways, they're more flexible. So they're not stiff boxes.
Yeah.
Of, so it's a little more comfortable, a little more easygoing. You don't feel like an alien wearing them.
I guess I'm thinking of like the ones that I used to wear when we had, like infectious things that I had to deal with, like,
Yeah.
like the yellow, like you tie the gown and you put the booties on and
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the ones from Back to the Future that the professor and what's his name? Oh no, I forgot his name.
Morty.
Marty?
Marty.
Marty.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you remember the
Also,
suit that they wore for the first one.
Professor and Morty.
Yep.
You two
I-
both fail.
Yeah.
I said Marty.
It's the
and
Doc and Marty, but he is a professor.
I'm
It's
not
the
gonna
Doc and Marty.
Yeah.
I'm not
not-
You
gonna
said
lie,
Morty. I
my
said
brain-
Marty.
The example,
Oh, I
the
know.
example that I pulled from
anyways.
was, I kid you not, E.T. Like, that is the example that I thought of as far as like hazmat.
Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously, yes. The clean suits from that'd be fine. I was also thinking of anyways. Point is, this is the future. They don't look like that, but they do function like that. But yeah, so like you do have to put on the booties, you do have to put on the suit
Yeah.
that completely covers you. And going into the separate room where it sprays you and cleans you, and then you go into the final room where you get to do all the testing that you need. And you're able to test the pills are standard issue, dispose of it easily, prompt, gone. The syringe, the Zimazine is potent, you're able to dispose of it properly and take care of it. And then we've come to the final one,
Blue
the
vial.
little blue peptide. Or pipette.
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 Pipette. Yes. Combination of those two words. It is, as far as your experience goes, unlike anything you've seen before. It is something that is it's a combination of a couple of things. It kind of moves. It is definitely a liquid. It's most definitely a liquid now. And it moves with the consistency of a thickness that it doesn't seem to have. A coating, if you were like
It's
like the
viscous?
old, viscous, like kind of like old NyQuil.
Yum.
Really coat.
Yum.
Yum.
It's like it you put it on a clear and it really coats it because a really dark layer thick and it's
crystals it gets.
less translucent. It's somewhere between translucent and opaque. Or it's translucent. What's that word? There's a term.
Semi-translucent?
Trans what?
Semi-translucent.
That. Anyways,
You can somewhat
And
see
then-
through it, but there's like it's in the
Yeah.
way.
it is very much in the way, and it's very, and it definitely, there. It seems to have the effect is what we would say would have a shimmer to it,
Hmm.
and you recognize this as something that would contain nanobots in it. But this doesn't. There's no sign of a nanobot in it.
Detect magic. Is it magic?
Detect do you what's the DC? Is it an automatic or is it a roll?
I think it's automatic.
It's well, if you're instant casting. But yeah, it just, if anything is magical, it'll show up. It'll tell you the type of school of magic it's from, and it's magic, if it's magical or not.
Yes.
Identify then tells you what it is.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Let me see what. All right. So, Fen, you after, I guess I'm assuming Justine has described some of these to you or allowed you to see it through the scopes, and you do your detect magic. You notice that there is a lot of magic coming from this. It is very bright and brilliant. It actually kind of shines when you cast your spell. Like it's illuminating the surrounding area.
And what school is it? If I could...
Did you do identify as well?
No, detect magic gives me the school. It does not tell me what it does.
Oh, great. Okay. You want school? I need to look. I need to research that. Fuck.
Oh no.
I did not anticipate that. Alright, hang on. I want to say
It also can, if it shows up blurred, it means it could be multiple. It doesn't always say like
Yeah.
it's from the School of Conjuration and Divination.
Right.
If it's multiple, it will not
It
show
will
up
just
as.
kind of blur it together.
Mhm.
it will be. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's blurred.
Okay.
It is blurred, but would you be able to tell if it was? Would
I
you
wouldn't
able
be-
to tell if it
I
was
wouldn't
two
be-
or more, or
I mean, that's kind of up to you how you visualize the blur working, whether or not it's like a mixture of colors
Bless you.
that are distinct or not. Like a
Like, is it distinctly
roll
like a
an
purple?
investigation, and the DC is gonna be high.
investigation? No problem.
Guidance.
Guidance?
Yes.
Nice.
Don't die.
D4. Oh, and a D. Are you still have the emboldening bond, or has that timed out?
I have a spell I can use, but I don't know if
It
you
would
want
have
it.
been 10 minutes, so no.
Yeah, more than
Is
it's,
it Fireball?
It's definitely gone.
It's not Fireball, because I'm not that high level of a caster.
Is it Burning Hands?
It's Shocking Grasp.
Ah, there it is.
Oh no.
Where? Like a defibrillator.
Like I said, I have a spell. I don't know if you'll want me to. I don't think you'll want me to use it.
17.
Yeah, you're not able to decide how many, but you do know it is blurred, and you do think you recognize one of them.
Okay.
But, yeah, you're not sure of how many or what kind entirely.
Okay. That is very arcanely charged. Okay. Not a science drug, magic drug. Lovely.
And this is what the
Yes, it
People
is,
are using?
yes.
That would explain it if it's the cultists that are behind it.
Most certainly.
For what purpose were they using this for?
So this is
Not
a
exactly
drug
sure.
that has been going around the fighting ranks,
Yeah.
entertainment side.
Speaking of which, Gears.
can
oh,
I was-
just gonna...
I have a stupid idea, but it might work.
What?
Do we want to try to give it to me, see what happens?
No. I don't think we should be taking illicit drugs. No, that we don't know what they do. No, especially seeing as these.
Also, you're one of the angriest of us.
The reason why I suggest me versus any of you guys, I have a natural affinity of not getting, like, sickness or illness. And because of, and he'll glow his hands with some healing light, I also have this that can help negate those issues. If anyone here would be, if anyone here could survive it / overcome it, it'd probably be me.
Yeah, but it's not the people that surviving it. They're.
But we
the
can
ones
see
putting people in
firsthand
the
what exactly the
hospital.
symptoms are if we want to put me in one of those and cringes looking at one of those giant X-ray machines. It's probably not, but that's what he thinks it is. Or their doom boxes or whatever they are.
Giant test tube. You want to be tubed?
I'm just trying because we only get to we haven't seen any autopsies for these people, and we
The
have it
autopsies are
here.
coming from. Are the autopsies coming from the people who are taking the drugs, or the people who are fighting the people taking the drugs?
Yeah, I thought it was the people fighting.
I
The
mean,
people who are fighting are ending up in hospitals.
But
and
are
The people,
ones
I mean, the people
taking
who
the
are,
drugs?
both of them.
Both
Like
of them.
people who are, yes, people who are taking in the drugs are ending up in hospitals, and people who have been in the ring with those said people are also highly injured.
Would I be able to look up the autopsy reports?
most of them in other
yes.
countries, but
They're not. I don't think we've had like any deaths.
No, there hasn't been any deaths, but there were some near deaths, which is why it's caused an alarm.
Oh, well then there would be no autopsies.
No, there's no autopsy.
Okay,
Exams,
because-
yes.
Yeah, okay, because I heard autopsies and I was just like, man, how many people died? That's crazy.
It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
Um,
We all got confused.
Okay, well,
the-
since they're alive, I wouldn't be able to just look at their medical records. Like,
Yeah,
I would
you
need
don't
to
have
see the
morgue
doctor.
access, but you can look at medical records.
Well, no,
Well-
I can look at them, but I mean, unless Auroran doesn't have HIPAA, which I am a little overconscious of.
It's a 50-50. Like, if it's of note, they will record the information, but it'll be separate from the patient.
Okay. Well, especially
So,
if it's
like-
in an active investigation.
Yeah, if it's an active
Debatable.
investigation, it is going to be classified to Lumen or other higher ups. So, like,
But
you
it's
personally would not have
in
access.
Auroran.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
not
it's
in Auroran, because they
They're not in Auroran, therefore the Lumen don't really have them out
Their
there.
jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Unless you were to be
so-
there directly.
So we
And
can't.
I-
They were
obviously-
called, if they were called to, and someone requested a Lumen to investigate, if they thought there was an outside influence of some sort.
but we don't have time for that. We have it here, and we have people that could restrain / detain, and
How many milliliters? Or microliters?
I'm
Um,
trying to
have to
figure out
visit.
what it is.
how much? is-
Milliliters to micro.
Well,
I-
because if it's in a pipette, typically it's either like the big pipette and that has milliliters, or it's a micro pipette and that is microliters.
Right.
I have
Um,
identify. One sec. If I just have identify, we could just fucking skip this shit. I don't think I have it though.
Actually, I might. Thinking about it.
is
I do. I have it. Yeah. I will ritual cast
Perfect.
identify.
okay. I didn't know if we had identified. That's the only reason why he's suggesting it. It's not because he wants to get.
Yeah.
I used it back in like episode 2 or 3.
Yeah, I
and then
couldn't
it's
remember
never
whether or
been
not it
done
was.
again.
I didn't remember whether or not it was me or you that did it.
um
Have to find out on Wolverine.
As we've already recorded those episodes, I know for a fact we didn't talk about it.
Sorry, trying to readjust in my chair.
You're good.
My chair's noisy.
Dude, I keep readjusting my freaking legs
So
right now
it is
because
8 microliters of a micropipette.
Okay.
Very
That-
small amount.
Yeah, that is not a large amount.
No.
Okay, so 8 microliters.
Which is why it was so easy to hide.
yeah.
So we don't have much to test,
No.
I'm guessing. So would not be smart to use it on you.
Okay, and with that knowledge, yes, I would not advise that. And even if we did do it, we would not be able to do it in this facility, as there would be so much paperwork that we need to sign beforehand. There's consent forms. There's allegation reports and things like that. There would be too much litigation to be able to.
It would take forever to get it to the point where we would be allowed to.
Exactly, and not to mention with such a small dose, I don't believe that it would do anything. Potentially. Hopefully not.
Well, I mean, that depends on what the substance is. Many things have very low dosages.
Sure, I mean, if that's the doses that people are using right before a fight, that's easy enough to hide before you go into a ring.
That is fair.
Nash, you will recall that the conversation you had with Spider warned you about taking it, and be careful.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole reason we talked about this with Spider is because we heard on the news that folks were dying. So yeah, I mean, everyone should know that this is extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
Not just Nash. That should be a very well-known fact at this point. and I think Nash will speak up to that. Of like, this is a stupid conversation. The point of studying this to prevent people from getting hurt is not to hurt ourselves.
I was
You're
trying to
busted.
save us.
You're not invincible.
I'm fully well aware. It would have.
But
You're
leaping
also
into
not
the void is
sacrificable.
stupid, and you know that.
It'd been fun.
No.
Boston, you're
Some
also
things
not
are just not
disposable.
quite worth the
Boston,
risk.
Who? I've lagged out. Let's go.
I
Oh,
worry
pause.
for your mental health.
Oh, good. You okay? Get back,
Go
bud.
back. Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
What
we're
did
good.
Justine say?
Justine would just say, and it's just like, Boston, I do have connections to our psychiatry department if you need it. What you said worried me. I'm not going to lie. I'll be honest, I'm not an ear to listen to, but if you to, I can try. But obviously you don't know me, I don't know you. But that was a very worrying statement to try a illicit drug that you don't know anything truly about. But I digress. So either way, we need to either Baldric, have you finished your
It
testing?
takes
your,
10 minutes,
your
doesn't it?
identification.
How long does it take to cast?
10 minutes.
Oh. 10 minutes?
Yeah, ritually casting, 10 minutes.
Okay.
I realize how much of a nerd I am when I know these like things, which granted are always kind of common knowledge, but like I'm like, wow, I really do retain this information, but I forget how to do my job sometimes. Like,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da,
Surprise
woo!
yourself. So I think we're going to leave it on that cliffhanger, end the night, and then we will find out what Rev or Baldric discovers on the next episode.
Such breaking character.
Yeah.
Andy's rock music?
Will
Sure.
Boston take drugs? Yes.
Potentially!
Potentially. Yeah. So let's do our round of sign-offs and then end the night. So, Ramita, Darkness, you go first.
So Granny is to be in a hospital that actually is acknowledging magic and not gonna cart her away. So there's
So
that.
far.
Yeah, so far. She's salty with Boston right now because he won't accept help when it's right in front of his damn face.
There's also mirrors right in front of her face as well, but you know, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Granny's also not accepting help, okay? We're just a problematic group. And so
Hypocrisy.
yeah. Who would have thought Grandma has hypocrisy?
I got yelled at for that within the first week.
Where am I getting at with this?
You're exclusively on.
No, I'm not
No.
done. Just kidding.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
Some of us had to go to bed.
Yeah, so that's where Granny is. And I look forward to next week to find out more. Hello Darkness, I am a Roll for Respawn exclusive. I'm not really doing much other content just yet, but I am trying. So, onward to our other exclusive, which is Bright.
I am Bryce. I don't do anything outside of this. But for right now, you can find me here at Roll for Respawn only. You'll see me tomorrow night with the rest of the crew for Thirsty Gay Thursday, and for other sessions moving forward for certain other things. But Justine is worried about this drug for sure. She is going to be doing extensive research on it for the next couple of days or weeks.
However long she has it.
However long she has it, and not only that, but reading the reports of what they're saying, because she has read certain reports on it, but it's not necessarily been like a crime, like doesn't take a lot of real estate in her mind at this time. She is worried a little bit about, well, she's definitely intrigued by Boston and the prosthesis that he had, but she doesn't want to push it, she doesn't want to press on it, so she's like leaving him alone. But she is going to press on Ramita about getting a new finger, because that is her actual job, and it's actually kind of easy to do, especially if it's just one little finger. So but that is what she is thinking about. Otherwise, let's pass it to Mr. Identify. We'll go to Rev.
I'm Sanguine Ref. You can find me in all the places you can find me. I'm like an R4R exclusive, except that I'm also on other stuff.
There it is. That's it.
Great Zesh. Rick is just like rolling with the punches right now. Still a little like irritated about the implication that he doesn't know how to clean stuff. I think that might be the most insulted Rick has been in 55 episodes of Breaking Character.
And I think Boston's called you a rust bucket at least twice.
Yeah.
Not to his face, I don't think, but
But still.
So yeah, that's a thing.
It's been to his face.
Tony, how's Nash doing?
Nash is honestly very frustrated because we have in front of us, as everybody kind of knows, two idiots who are locked in an idiot war, refusing to get help for each other, and will see it in each other but not in themselves. And so at some point he's probably going to have to just knock their heads together to get them to get out of whatever bullshit funk is going on, because he's gonna run out of options, right? He's tried a little bit of stern. He tried soft. He tried a little stern. He did try catching Ramita, so he's gonna have to.
We're not live.
We're not.
What do you mean?
Error
Which
5000.
decided. Yep.
Nope, we are still on YouTube.
All right, keep
Okay.
going. Let's go.
we are.
It says it's still going on my end.
All right.
it restarted.
My Twitch did go black, but
Oh,
so
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
it'll be
it-
split again.
Aaron.
It says it
Just
It happened like 3 minutes ago. So
But okay, so I thought you were gonna correct me on something there. I was like, okay, what's up? No, yeah, we got the dunderheads
Alright.
going on. We've got just this the insinuation or the idea that this is the same stuff from the cult. Like there was a thought of like maybe we'd kicked the cult a little bit. The fact that it is back and stronger is not great. Don't like that. And also, like, I don't know, hospitals are weird. He doesn't really like being in institutions. So that's uncomfy in general. Among other things. There's also some other stuff weighing on the back of his mind, but we'll
Leave those for later.
that's not important right now. Okay. All right.
Talk about hypocrites.
Hey, one of us isn't actually injured currently and a problem, okay?
Just a finger.
And one of us isn't trying to get themselves killed.
Can the person trying to get themselves killed defend themselves now?
no.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
It's a 50-50 between them and the other.
I successfully got myself killed, thank you.
yes. Yes, you did.
You did,
Not
in
all
fact,
the
try,
way.
Blood. But you can find me, by the way, of course, here. But also this Saturday on the One Shot Wonderarium. We are, let's be honest, we're going to play some Hallmark movie romance. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great. There's gonna be some flirting, some chocolate, some. You never quite know what's gonna happen.
I can't remember whether or not I'm part of that one or not. Like, I know I had to record
You are
it,
part
but-
of that one,
Okay,
and
cool.
so is
Yeah.
Rev.
I was gonna say I also don't know if I'm in.
There's a schedule, guys.
There is, but it's been a
Don't worry about it.
long
Don't
week.
worry about it.
Some of us have memories of goldfish.
But yeah, so you can find me, of course, there. Then on TikTok at Tony Will Edit. I keep trying to expand into like threads. It hasn't gone well, but if you'd like to follow me there, you're welcome to. Blood.
Us.
Is it my turn or we're okay?
Your turn.
No, I said your name because it was someone else's turn.
Listen, fuck you. Go find a fucking hole, you dickhead.
Hey,
Anyway,
Blood. It's time for Gears to go.
Brett hasn't gotten yet.
I'm going
No,
to turn the fucking Minecraft server off and leave this server and.
Don't.
Anyway,
Stop it.
Don't bad. So Fenrana is. God, I don't even know what Fenrana is right now. They're just kind of like rolling after accidentally getting themselves almost murdered by a fish. And since then have just kind of been like coasting. And now we have drugs, and a lot more drugs than we intended to find. So like that was fun.
Drugs.
Name of the
Also,
episode.
like, similar to Nash, thinking that, okay, we had kind of kicked the influence of the cult, and now we found something else that was most likely they're doing. I was going to chase them, and now they've come to my fucking hometown. How goddamn dare you?
Just makes it easier.
Don't come near my fucking family. Are you kidding me? I don't like them, but like, you can't touch them. But yeah, I am Bloodless King. I can be found here on Roll for Respawn, as well as over on my Twitch whenever I remember that I have one. Because it's been some time since I did that. But you know, hey, it's cool. Otherwise, it's Brett's turn. He gets to defend himself now. Brett is there on my computer, on the stream.
He's right here.
Boston is a little confused, and also unbelievably uncomfortable. The only time he's probably been inside of a hospital was similar to Nash when he was in the big house, as it were. The only reason why he suggested this is because, probably through a bit of experimentation and boredom, he's discovered that if he's able to use a bit of his healing light or healing hands, he can negate all poison effects. So taking this medication, while could be dangerous for a short time, not only is he immune to all diseases, but using 5 points of his holy light, he can negate all poisons. So, and there's no real way to explain that to them, because no one else here has that connection to Lythander or to religion in that sense. And also, he was trying to, in his opinion, trying to lighten the mood because everyone here was uncomfortable and stressing about this thing. Like, well, let's just figure out what it is. This will be quick and easy. And everyone's like, hold the phone. But yeah, he also trusts Justine about as far as Ramita could throw him in his power armor, which isn't very far.
I am
nothing.
second strongest on the team.
Third. You, me, and Ash are all the same strength. We're all equals here. But
I'm the strongest here. The fuck are you talking about?
You and I are also tied for strength. Thank you.
But he's here, and to answer your question, Emerald, I am still a little ill apparently. But I will be streaming tomorrow. Because I stream on Just But. I stream all types of games tomorrow. It's a Hades day. Yippee, and then rioting in the evening. And I'm happy to be here. Glad to be back. Take it away, Gears.
I am Gear Sparks. I am here on Roll for Respawn for Breaking Character. I am here on Thursdays for Thirsty Gay Thursdays with Bright, Blood, and that guy over there. Which I'm not pointing to the right one because I'm looking at my Discord.
No, you were looking at the right one. You
Actually, yeah,
pointed at the right one.
he's right there for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, cool.
Nice. I have no idea where any of you are.
There's
He's right
nowhere.
You're
believe-
above
You guys
me.
will remember that we have two different stream layouts. and
That is
those will
true.
never be right.
YouTube doesn't
Yeah, they're this way.
count.
Gosh, darn it, I'm
Anywho,
going the wrong way.
I might be doing my own streams again. I'm thinking about doing more art, specifically fan art for this channel. Because I feel like we all want to see what these characters look like in a unified style.
Is it fan art if it's officially made internally?
I actually want to discuss with that. I have someone who said that they'd be willing to give us some art commissions for our characters at a
We can
discount.
do both. We can
That's
do
true.
both.
Poor Kano
At
with
another
dogs.
time, we will discuss that. So thank you all for hanging out this late, this long. Have a good night. We'll see you next week, 9:30 Wednesdays.
Bye.
I'm
Remember-
having trouble getting over.
Well, Gears is gonna say it, so don't break character.
Don't
Please
break
don't break
character.
We don't have insurance. Bye.